Hello, dear.
Hello,
Hello.
what's your name?
Well, I go by two names.
What are they?
One's Max, and the
Uh-huh.
other one's Maxine.
Okay, what's the difference?
Well, it depends on how I feel.
One's less formal and one's more formal?
Well, it depends on the personality I take on.
Uh-huh.
So, Maxine is more the person I like to be,
Mm-hmm.
and Max is just who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So which one are you today then?
Well, that's what I wanted to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I am Max.
Yep.
And I've tried to distance myself from being that Max, but then, now that I've passed, I don't like the fact that I am just Max. And, you know, I never wanted to be a male. It's very hard, and I can't avoid it here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's frustrating. It's very frustrating, and I don't know why. I'm really confused about everything.
You mean gender? As
Yes,
such?
yes.
Yeah. So on Earth you felt like you were a man, or you physically were a man,
Mm.
but you wanted to be a woman?
And I created myself to be, you know, as I said, Maxine, and
Mhm.
I loved it, and I help a lot of other people at the moment do the same, you know, and I just don't understand why.
And now you feel like you're just a man and don't have that same feeling as wanting to be a woman?
Yeah, and I'm confused about it all.
It's actually pretty simple. On Earth, there's you know how you're a spirit now, and you can influence people on Earth.
Well, I've discovered that.
Yeah.
You know, it hasn't been long since I've been doing that, but
Yeah. When you're on Earth, there's a woman spirit influencing you. To be like have female feelings coming at you quite strongly.
I haven't seen that since I've passed. I still got the same feeling to be, you know, my audacious self that I am. And,
But as a man.
But yeah, I can't avoid it because I am a man. And in a way, when I was on Earth, I was the same way. I still knew I was a man, but I felt differently about it.
Yeah.
And here I don't feel the same. I feel confused.
In what way? What's the confusion feeling?
It's not the same feelings. You know, you don't have... I genuinely felt like I was a woman at times.
Yeah. Because of the influence, though? That's what I'm suggesting to you. The influence can make you feel quite strongly something when it's actually not your feeling. And it's also brought about by some emotional injuries inside yourself, though, too. And what was your upbringing like in regards to women, your mum?
I'm not sure. I mean, you talk about influence, don't you? But I don't see this influence occurring on me now, and I still feel, you know, it's like the memories of who I am, and I still want to be.
Yeah. Can you remember what it's like to be a man, though? As you grew up as a boy, what was it like to be a boy?
I always felt that I was a girl, and I always was interested in girl things. And
so the influence was there quite early.
Mum was happy that I was a girl too.
Yeah, but how did she feel about men?
Well, there wasn't too many men in her life. No, there wasn't too many men.
Do you remember her feelings about men, though? There was a good reason why there wasn't men in her life.
Well, I don't know. Well, she took a lot of interest in me and helped teach me how to be, and you know,
be a woman.
How to be a woman, yes.
Yeah. Why didn't she accept
you?
We
did all these things, you know, together.
Yeah. So, but she never accepted you as who you were, a boy.
No, and I didn't feel like I was a boy. I said to Mummy, I want to be a girl. You know, I'm in the wrong body. I don't understand.
To please Mum, though, too. Yeah, I'd say she had some pretty nasty spirits around her too in regards to like dominant women spirits, because of her feelings about men. And those spirits influenced you too. And the way you'll get love from Mum is to be what she wants you to be.
If that occurred, why is it wrong though? You know, because
Because it's an oppression of who you really are. Like someone's trying to impress or oppress you to be something that you're not. You'll never be who you truly are. And you'll do things as a child, you'll do what you need to do to get love. And if you were just to be yourself as a boy, you wouldn't get your mum's love at all because of her feelings about men. Does that make sense to you?
In a way, yes, but I don't know if I want to accept that.
What you would feel from your mother if you wanted to be a boy would be rejection because of her feelings about men.
But why are we focused on my mother? Why, when I feel like I wanted to be a girl? Or are you saying that I never had that real feeling?
No, you're just living through other people's almost pressure to make you feel something that you didn't. You get like if you felt how your mum felt about men, you're a boy, how she felt about men, the feeling you'd actually feel would be total rejection. This is the feeling you're going to have to feel to get through this.
I have to feel that I've been rejected by mum.
You'll have to
But
feel.
we did everything, like she loved me.
Yeah, it's just a very, very early feeling in your life. It may not even be before you get to speak. You're very, very early. There's a feeling coming from her. Just try and imagine, because it's so strong in you, you'll have to imagine, because you believe something else, but try and imagine yourself choosing to be a boy.
That goes everything against what I know about myself.
But just try and imagine what it would be like.
I know, I'm struggling with this. In a way I understand the feeling, because I feel like I'm stuck in a boy's body.
Which you are in a boy's body.
Yeah. And those feelings are different to how I felt on Earth. I don't like it.
Because when a spirit influences you your whole life, it pretty much, that's all you remember for your whole life. It's been like that because it's happened so quick and so early in your life. You never had an opportunity to just be yourself. But now, and when that influence, when you pass, that spirit can no longer influence you. It leaves you feeling quite confused about your life.
Well, I agree. It's very hard to talk about it because I don't actually know who I am. At times I just sit there and look at myself and go, I don't know who this person is.
And this is the damage that's been done all your life by your mum's feelings that she had towards men. If she had a girl, it would be completely different. The girl would have been accepted.
But she accepted me.
Only when you're a girl, when you're agreeing with what she felt she wanted.
But I don't understand. So I became what my mum wanted me to be.
Yes. So she could feel comfortable.
But why didn't my mum want to have a boy?
She hated
I was
men.
a boy.
Yeah, she despised men. And men infuriated her.
But what about all our friends on Earth? They all shared the same. We paraded and.
Yeah, and they had very similar feelings from their mum, and they were influenced a lot too.
So you're saying no one is born this way, and that they're in a wrong body with the wrong gender?
No.
How do you know this is true?
They'll feel if it's a gay personality, if they have in the same gender and have a love for the same gender, like a man wants to have a relationship with a man, that's possible because there's different ways of soul splits with the masculine and feminine. Sometimes they end up in the same body, but they still have a love feeling towards each other.
I don't think I had those feelings.
That's what I mean, yeah. Your case is when it's a spirit overcloaking.
I like women. I always have liked women.
What do you feel about men?
You always keep asking about what do I feel about men.
Has anybody asked you what you felt in your whole life?
No, just...
Has anybody wanted to know you?
Everyone loved me as Maxine. I loved myself as Maxine.
But what if you're just Max? See,
I
that's
don't know what Max is.
Mm.
Max felt like a mistake to me.
You'll need to feel that feeling. So that's how your mum felt about you as a boy. She had a boy as a mistake in her eyes.
But as we talk about that just saddens me every time you say that.
Yeah. This is the feeling you've been avoiding by being Maxine.
But that can't be right. Because what you're essentially saying is it negates my entire life.
Yeah.
My existence.
And it's just mum's own selfish emotions that have created that.
But why would
You never had a chance to be who you were from the very start. And you're going to have a lot of grief about that.
Well, I'm angry about it.
Yeah, that's a good start, actually. You'll need to get angry about it because you've missed out on your whole life on Earth as a boy, as who you're supposed to be, as who you could be.
But who is this person that you say that was... Like, how does this work?
Mm-hmm.
How is it possible that a person can make me a girl?
Well, when you were born, your mum had some certain feelings, right? Like when you're a baby in a womb, about men. She had feelings about all sorts of things, and you absorbed all those feelings that she felt about subjects. Like she had feelings about religion, she had feelings about food, she had feelings about anything, exercise, about anything. You'll absorb all those different feelings. And the feeling she had about men was just rage. And you're coming out, when you were born, you're a boy. So how do you think she's feeling towards you?
Well, I don't know. I always just felt I was a girl, so I always responded.
That was later, though. Because at that time you don't even know your sexuality when you're that young.
No, I wouldn't know. Yeah. I don't think I know the memories earlier than that.
Yeah, but you would have felt a feeling. This is a feeling I'm talking about that you've avoided all your life. A feeling that's coming from your mum towards you as a boy.
So I don't know. I'm not aware of that feeling.
You will be. You started to feeling a little bit before. It made you feel angry. You felt sad. You felt really confused.
I mean, I'm angry at you talking about this, but at the same time, you interest me. You intrigue me. Because I feel this, it is true to a certain degree.
You can test it by just feeling it, like letting yourself feel what it would have been like to have been a boy. In the same situation, would you have got the love from your mum? Would you have got the friends you had? Would you have been accepted?
I don't know. My whole life is... Like, to talk about your identity that way, your whole... It's not that easy.
No, it's not. It's quite devastating, really, when you think about it, isn't it?
Because everything I know is just that. Everything, like how I feel, how my skin feels, how I carry myself, like everything I feel, I am... I'm feminine.
And that was an overcloaking. Like your mum had a lot of nasty women's spirits around her too because of her feelings about men. She attracted some angry women, lots of angry women. And they're projecting feelings at you too, to be a woman, sort of feeling.
Yeah, but can't it just be something that's, hormonally wrong and the body's created incorrectly?
No.
You know that you're a woman and you've just got a disposition and you end up having a male's body.
No, it's the actual emotional damage, that's true, but not hormonal. There are hormonal small changes that can happen, but not in this case, no.
How do you know this?
Because I spent some time in the spirit world too and understood how things worked. And the pitfalls about things and the damage that gets done and what happens when you're in the time that the damage happens pretty much as soon as you land on Earth. And you're not a bad person, there's nothing wrong with you, but a lot of the damage happens by the people when you do come on Earth. Impress that damage onto you and then you start feeling like they're all your problems, but you've just born. How can they be your problems?
So when I arrived here, was I just born?
On Earth?
No, here.
Spirit world? Oh, what do you mean today?
Well, not just here today, but when I died, everything was different again. And I thought, it
reveals some truth to you actually. When that change happens and you're starting to come to terms with a bit of that truth.
So I was hoping that I'd be a woman.
And how do you feel about being a man?
I don't want to be a man.
Why?
You know, it just feels disgusting.
Why?
I don't know, I feel shamed about it. I feel shamed that I've got these things. You know.
You're starting to feel the feelings that your mum had towards you, and you actually felt these feelings when you were very young.
It took a lot of effort to maintain all my appearance and look after my body, and it just kept changing in a way I didn't like.
Sort of forcing against nature almost.
If I could cut it off, I could, but I can see things differently now. You know, they've got these hormonal therapies that change a person. So, how come these people are growing?
It's because science is allowing of it.
Breasts and so forth.
If there's still damage, it doesn't change that. Just as science becomes more involved, it can things can happen, but it doesn't change their feelings. Like when they pass, they'll have similar feelings you're having now. Sometimes even worse when they actually come to real full realization how much they've damaged themselves in order to be something for someone else. What they've done is in order to be something for someone else, so they'll be loved and accepted rather than feeling rejected.
But in a way, I was loved, wasn't I? I felt loved.
Only when you were somebody for something for someone else. Only when you were choosing to be a female to get the love and approval of your mother, and then also the friends you attracted as well.
Because everyone deserves love.
Yeah.
And we can all love one another. All of my friends, we all loved each other.
That's because you had the same feelings towards each other.
Yeah, we had the bond. No one else could understand what we're going through.
Yeah. But it doesn't help fix it though, does it? What you're going through.
We didn't see that we need to be fixed.
How did you feel amongst males then? That they weren't?
I was embarrassed. I felt shamed. I mean, they have a place. It is strange what you say. Because I was drawn to women, but I didn't regard myself as being queer.
So you're drawn to women sexually?
Yes. I just felt that I was drawn to them because that's what I wanted to be. And I wanted to learn more about them and feel the real comfort of it, you know. I'm so confused.
I could probably give you some help. There's some people that have gone through this scenario. Would you like to meet somebody that's been on earth thinking they're a woman, coming to the spirit world like you've had, and then being confused about what their gender actually is, and wondering what's going on, and then have come to the discovery of what's happened, and then moved through that, and then know who they are?
What are they going to show me?
They can talk to you about their experience, and you'll be able to relate to their experience a lot easier than what I could probably help you with.
So they'll come down here to visit me?
Yeah, if you want them to.
You asked earlier how I got here. How did I get here?
To the house here? Just by a choice inside yourself of wanting some answers to your confusion. This is the same way that you'll get the people I'm talking about to come to you as well. You'll have a desire inside yourself that activates something to happen. An action happens from it.
It feels strange. I don't. It's very hard to explain to someone that you're feeling things about things and you don't even know that's you. Like everything that you know about yourself, all of a sudden you're just looking at it and going, who is this? I'm stuck here. I'm talking through myself now through another person. But even when I'm talking, I don't recognise that voice. I don't recognise that person.
Oh, you mean as you're talking through the medium?
Even through myself, not just through this person, but even as myself.
Because you've actually, even the spirit influence has manufactured a different voice for you all your life. Now you've actually got your own voice.
Like, even my heartbeat's different, you know, like, I'm just anxious, I'm so uncertain,
This is okay, it's okay that you'll need to go through all of this, so it's okay.
And I've been so dizzy. I've been trying to run away from it. It's like almost like you feel so irking in this skin.
But it's your skin and someone's trying to use it.
But I didn't even want to. I thought there's got to be a mistake. I'm in a dream. I'm in someone's body. Get me out. Get me out.
Yeah, no, God doesn't make mistakes.
Well, God's not a very nice person if he did this to me.
But God didn't do this to you. It was your mother's feelings about men that did this to you. And she didn't want to change those feelings. She felt powerful when she had those feelings. And she wasn't going to let them go. And unfortunately, you're the result of the damage caused by that.
How can feelings create something like this?
They're very, very powerful.
But I grew up, everyone grows up on earth holding their feelings to themselves. People never, you walk past a person, they, if I'm dressed as a normal man and I feel like I want to be a woman, they can't feel that from me.
No.
So, how does that work?
In which way? If they start to talk to you and get to know you, they will. Or if they're quite sensitive themselves. But most people on earth are shut down emotionally though too and have no idea of the person next to them, how they feel.
But how come there are people on earth who know that they are the right gender? How come they have those feelings that I don't?
Because when they're born into the family, their parents had different feelings than your mum anyway. Like, where was your father? Did you ever meet him?
No.
Why?
He was just a bastard. I just don't know. He left Mum early, I think.
How do you know he was a bastard?
Mum always said so.
And how do you know? If you never got to meet him?
I don't know. I've never asked where he is.
Because your mum's feelings about men, she hated men for a start, so who knows if he was actually an okay person. And he just couldn't be around her because of her feelings about men.
But see, all our friends were men. We all sort of dressed like women, so Mum and...
Yeah, but they were men that would change themselves or reject themselves, basically reject their own masculinity and pretend they're feminine. The other men that were around you, right, and around your mum, and they're accepted because they're rejecting themselves as a man. But if a man come along, how did she feel about men?
Well, she didn't have too many men in her life.
Exactly.
We encouraged her to go, like girlfriend, go find someone. Mum never wanted to find affection in men. So she disliked men.
Very strongly.
I never looked at it that way. I still find it difficult that her feelings could create me to be me.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of chance when you're a little kid, do you? When you're in the womb, you're going to, like, if she was in a better condition and had that sort of feelings about men, you would have had a completely different life. If she had a good feeling about men and wanted like the acceptance of men in her life, then it would have been quite different for you. And you wouldn't, that influence had come down on top of you, basically all of your life would never have been there. So you never even had that opportunity.
But that's just wrong.
It is. It's completely wrong. But it's somebody's choice. Your mum's choice, not God's, your mum's.
But what am I supposed to do now? Be angry at Mum?
You'll need to have you'll have a lot of anger at your mum, yeah. About you never even got to live your life.
But she's the only one who helped me in my life until I could stand.
Help you be a woman? Why didn't she help you be a man?
Well, if she thinks men are bastards. I struggle to allow myself even to see that Mum may have been angry. I mean, there's another thing that I'm unsure of, but I'm not unsure of everything. I don't even know where I am. There's.
No,
how do you develop any kind of, like, what's the point of this life? I struggled on earth as to the meaning for it.
That's because it was completely blocked from you. It's usually to individualise yourself and get to know who you are. But that's been completely blocked right from the start for you. You've never had that opportunity.
So where am I supposed to go now? What am I supposed to do?
You have to do what you're doing right now, actually, is just start to grieve the feeling, the truth about what's happened. It's going to take quite a bit of courage to start seeing things like a different perspective, I guess. Then you're so locked into the one you already have. And you can experiment with that feeling of being, what if I was a boy? What if I was a boy? And see what feelings would have come at you then.
This person that you said was with me or influenced me, what does that mean?
Did you know how you said you were influencing people on Earth now? At the very, very start?
Well, there's a lot of people on Earth who are...
And getting good feelings from that?
Yeah. It's growing more and more.
That's what the people that were with you, the ladies or women that were with you, hated men as well, like vehemently hated men. And they were getting good feelings about changing you. It made them feel justified about being a powerful, so that made them feel powerful as a woman. To be able to push around a man, even though you're just a baby. A little kid.
I don't see these people being influenced.
Not the ones you're talking about, no.
So are they being influenced as well?
Actually, you will be able to see them if you wanted to, but you don't want to see that.
How?
When you start changing about what your feelings are about yourself, you want to see yourself still as Maxine. So you won't see the influence they're under. When you start seeing the truth, it'll illuminate actually what's actually going on with them too. The influence that they're under. But you don't want to see it at the moment. So you can't see it.
So I don't want to see it. Just like I don't want to feel my mum's feelings about me.
As you start to see, as you start to feel what your mum really felt about you and the opportunity that was taken away from you of just living your life as who you are, rather than pushed around and be something for someone else, when you start going through the anger and grief about that, you'll start to see what's actually going on with other people on Earth that are like that as well. You'll start to see the influence that's happening on them.
But this is not fair. Why do I have to go through this in life?
It isn't fair.
Like, you knew you were a boy, yes?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't even ask your name.
No.
You are cute.
Because my parents had different feelings than yours. My mum and dad were together for a start. They wanted to be together.
So you've always known you were a boy?
Yeah. You had no doubts ever.
So how do you know what it feels like to be so confused about who you are?
We've got some...
Like, how are you?
Mine's a bit more evolved, but I do have identity issues though too, and different feelings that are quite confusing as well.
How so? You're a boy.
It's more to do with how I've already passed through the spirit world and then returned back to Earth again, and having the confusion about what the world's told me I am compared to who I truly am.
Oh dear sister.
Yeah.
Too much
Don't
for
worry
me.
about that one. That's my own issue, so yeah. But I do understand the issues of quite confusion.
Okay, so you do understand.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel a little bit more comfortable talking to you. And you are probably the only person I have met so far who has some light for me.
But like I was saying to you before, there's a lot of help available to you where you are in the spirit world now. There's a lot of help available to you about this issue. And there's people that have experienced exactly what you're experiencing. This confusion about their gender and all the life and what's happened and the influence and everything, and then coming to have to realise maybe it wasn't like that. And the devastation of having to have those feelings about not even knowing who you were and what your life was and missing out on all that and how unfair it was.
Yeah, it is very unfair.
Very unfair.
I mean, you said God. Like, to be honest, damn God. Like, I don't think it's fair for someone to go through these kind of...
But God didn't do this.
Yeah, I know you said that.
This is your mum.
But if there's a God, why would they create something where the possibility can occur?
Well, God allows free will. It's a gift. It depends how a person chooses to use that free will. Your mum's chosen to do it in a very damaging way.
Yeah, then she didn't give me a gift.
She didn't love you at all. What you think
how is that possible?
What you think is love is actually control.
But she showed me all the affection. She helped me.
As long as you were what
through my turmoil.
As long as you were what you wanted her, she wanted you to be for her. If you wanted to be a boy, she would have had some pretty dark feelings towards you.
You know, it's strange. I feel confused for myself, but I'm even confused now about my own mum's identity. And
you saw your mum through rose-coloured glasses, the glasses that you knew the way to get love from her, and you would do what you have to do to get love from her, and you did that, and you become that. You become exactly what you did to have to get love. But it wasn't who you are. It's who she wanted you to be to help her avoid her own feelings about men.
But you make me feel bad.
It's not
Shameful
your
about that.
It's not your fault though. None of this is your fault.
Why do I feel like it is?
Because that's the way she wanted you to feel. That's how she felt about men. She had this anger and disgusting, like they're disgusting. That's her feelings about men. They were, ugh. I can't even describe the words, but
I feel anger too. You don't understand. The more you talk, the more I'm feeling angry at the time.
Because I'm exposing to you the truth about what's happened. And you've been told a lie all this time. It's the lie that hurts. It's not the truth that's hurting you.
But I feel like I'm sinking more into this body than what I should.
You're just coming to terms with who you are and coming to terms with the truth about the situation.
But I'm feeling more like this man.
It's okay. You're starting to... Your mum's feelings about men are starting to come to the truth. You're starting to feel what's happened, how she felt about men. And as you're starting to feel how she feels about men, like the anger she's had towards men, and realising, wow, maybe I wasn't a girl. Maybe I am a man. A lot of this anger is going to come up. And you'll start sinking into who you truly are when you start to discover the truth. And if you just let that process happen rather than try and fight it as well, so you can know the truth for yourself. Not from what I'm saying, not from what she's saying, but you can feel it for yourself.
But what about my feelings that I want to be a woman? So do I have to even question that whether that was actually what I want?
Mm-hmm.
But they're still my feelings.
But you're wanting to be one to get another feeling. What do you know the other feeling was? All your life.
Society accepted me this way, and
no, it's just
I enjoyed life. And
it was your mum that accepted you this way, not society.
There you go, back to mum.
And society gave you a bit of a hard time sometimes, didn't they?
Oh yes, growing up it was very hard.
Yeah. So even you copped a lot of that anger or disapproval or judgment because of your mum's feelings as well, because you're just being what she wanted you to be. You didn't even have to cop all that from people. Well, like people should be that way anyway.
Well, people are pretty nasty, as you know.
Mm.
Everyone is. I mean, I was nasty to people as well.
Mm.
But I could get away with it.
There's a lot of this you'll need to go through, and would you like to meet some of those people I was talking about before who were able to help you? Because you're going to need quite a bit of help on this.
I'm very uncertain.
Yeah,
I don't know if I can trust anyone.
They're good people. They've got very good intentions, and they've been through this issue too, and it's quite confusing for them and difficult.
How do I know that these people aren't going to confuse me anymore? How do I know there's not going to be that person who was with me before?
Well, they're not. Because they've got an intention of love for you, and you'll feel that when they're around too. It'll be quite different than other people you've been hanging around with on earth. It's a different feeling. You'll feel a genuine feeling of love and concern for you, not wanting to use you or wanting to get the feelings from you. And you'll have to learn to have some faith and trust that it's a good process.
Can I ask another question before I...
Yeah, sure.
I am intrigued to meet a person.
Mm-hmm.
This person who was with me.
Mm-hmm. On earth, when you're overcloaked by them?
Yes, this overcloaking.
Yeah.
You said I do not want to see that. And I don't see this with my friends.
Yeah.
And what is occurring on earth.
Uh-huh.
I feel this personality.
Mm-hmm. That's the personality of the spirit.
I know more of them than I do of myself.
Exactly. Because you've been rejecting yourself all your life.
But how come I know this person? Why have I associated myself to know this person that well?
Because it's been impressed upon you.
But then didn't this person know they were doing this to me?
Yes. And they're going to have this lot of damage they've done. They'll have to pay the penalty for that too. They don't get away with it. Nobody gets away with it. It's because of their own feelings and anger about men that they felt it was okay to do that to someone that was so innocent. So like...
This person,
Mm-hmm.
if this is a person, mean, I knew what she wanted, everything. Knew everything about her in a way.
Yeah.
My life.
She was in a very dark condition.
So why should she go live through me?
Because it makes it, the condition she's suited to is a terrible condition. She doesn't want to be there, so she can actually go and visit on Earth and get good feelings. That makes her feel good, makes her feel powerful, makes her feel accepted, and pushes a man around who likes that feeling.
So she had the same feelings as Mum?
Exactly.
But she would want to, what do you call it? Overcloak a man.
Yes.
Why would a woman want to overcloak a man? Why not just overcloak another woman?
It makes her feel powerful because she hates men and likes to have control. When she has control over a man, she feels powerful.
But then how does a man be a man if they're going to be cloaked by women?
Well, it needs the mother to be and the father to be in a good condition of love, or a reasonable condition about their own gender for a start.
I mean,
can I suggest to you right now where you're going, like this whole situation where you are at this very moment, it's going to be the first time you'll actually know who you are. You'll start discovering who you are for the first time.
that's just not fair.
No, it hasn't been fair at all.
I mean, I do feel, it's funny, you talk and I keep feeling I'm feeling distant now from this other feelings I used to know of myself to be. And strangely enough, I'm not so angry at myself.
No, it's not your fault. This has never been your fault.
Everything's just wrong. Nothing's fair. I feel like I've wasted my life.
That has been a waste of your whole life.
Why didn't my mum just kill me or get rid of me?
Sometimes it might have even been better. You'd think, wouldn't it? At least you would have had the opportunity to know yourself.
I mean, I thought about killing myself a number of times.
No, that wouldn't have been a good thing. It would have been better if
It would have stopped this.
But
confusion. There's a lot of pain and ache and suffering because of this.
Well, it's amazing you made it through birth, actually. A lot of times her feelings can create a miscarriage.
That would have been better.
Yeah, in that case it would have been better. For her to kill you wouldn't have been a good thing.
But I see so many boys with girls. Impersonations. They exude, being a woman, a girl. And I just want to go help them as well, to learn how to be a girl. Much easier for them, so I don't have to. So I'm harming them at the same time. I just feel like I want to explode.
You can, you're allowed to. There's a lot that needs exploding.
I just don't know how to do that,
How to express yourself?
Yes.
Yeah, it's been locked down all your life, hasn't it, really?
I feel so small. Like I've learnt nothing.
In all your life.
This is not fair.
Like I said, there's help available for you if you'd like it. You don't have to come to Earth every time to talk to somebody about it. It's available where you are in the spirit world.
You said the spirit world. So this place does exist.
Yeah. You don't have to hang around this Earth. There's nothing really worth here sticking around for.
No.
Yeah. They'll help take you to where you need to go to.
So this... Sorry, I'm just taking a moment.
Yeah, it's okay.
Everything feels different for me, and I don't know why. Like, it's strange just to be able to breathe without feeling all this anxiety.
You just come to terms with a few things. They're pretty hard things, aren't they?
It's extremely hard. I can't imagine what you're going through. And you know your own agenda. I just feel nimble. I don't feel like I'm worth being, that I need to even exist.
Well, that's the feeling your mum had towards you, yes. But it's not the truth.
I mean, why did God create people? Why did God create me? I didn't do anything on earth that was of notice.
God creates people for love with them. They have an opportunity to receive God's love if they want to as well, just like yourself. If you want to feel like God is like a true parent. There's nothing like an earthly parent, nothing at all.
I don't think I could ever face God.
I think you will in the future. You'll actually be relieved to know what love actually feels like from a parent. God has both masculine and feminine qualities, so you'll actually be able to feel the love from God, like a feminine feeling from God, and then you'll know the difference between what your mum was feeling toward you and what it really feels like to be loved by a feminine.
So is God confused about its own agenda as well?
No, not at all, no.
But you said his masculine and feminine qualities.
Yeah, well, God would have to be masculine and feminine to create both men and women.
But he's got two people?
No, one whole entity, yeah.
One entity?
Yeah, that's how you started off, by the way, too. Everybody starts off as one whole entity, with a masculine half and a feminine half, and you're a masculine half, and you incarnated into the body of Max through the birth process. There's a physical body and a spirit body made for you. Your physical body's died now, right? And now you're in your spirit body. It's quite a different body, you know that, don't you? The body you're in now.
Yeah, I was quite surprised to see that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like the body, but I was quite surprised.
Yeah, so that spirit body you got now was made by your mother and father. That's what's the physical body, but the physical body is now expired. You don't need that, but you've got the spirit body.
So who created this?
Which is your soul.
No, this spirit body.
Yeah, your mother and father, but it's just a vessel. It's something like you go through the spirit world like a car almost, that you get to experience things, but it's your soul, what I meant at the start, when your soul splits, the feminine and the masculine half.
So when I was on Earth living, there was another me.
Yeah, that incarnated into a body on Earth.
And I'm in the spirit form as well, so there's almost like two bodies experiencing two worlds at the same time.
Well, there's another half. They're both experiencing the Earth world, and they'll both experience the spirit world too. And eventually they'll come together again, back as they were before, just like God is back together. Listen, just like how you started. But often it takes a long time before you even meet. It's going to be more difficult for yourself until you realise you're actually a masculine half.
I don't even think I want to go that far.
It's a great thing. When you actually find the other half of yourself again, you'll start feeling far more complete.
I'm struggling just to be who I am.
But that's what I mean, you'll need to find out who you are. Otherwise you'll never feel complete.
But is that going to be as painful as it is just to find this? I've just spent 30 years of my life to work out that I'm
there will be
this person I didn't want to be.
Initially there's going to be a lot of pain to go through, yes, to find the truth out and to get rid of all the errors that happened. And it's the errors that hurt, it's not the truth that hurts. As these errors start to leave your body, you'll start to have more sense of who you are, and you'll start to feel more joy. You'll start to know what you want, you'll start discovering who you are, what your passions are, what you desire, what you want to do with your life. You've still got a whole life in the spirit world to live.
That even makes me feel worse about my life.
Well, it has been terrible.
Because I spent my whole life trying to be me.
Someone for someone else, yeah.
I mean, I did do things, in a way I could express myself in a way. Like, you as a man, do you feel you have feminine qualities? And I know that I took the opportunity as a woman to express myself in ways of femininity. But isn't that also an aspect that a male would have?
I do have feelings, depending on the male too, and there's quite a spread of different feelings. Like there's males that are very manly man males, and there's males that are more girly man sort of males, but they still feel like they're a man.
But did God create a feminine quality in them?
And in
all men?
Yeah, to a certain degree. There's, like I was saying, there's more dominance. It's a scale almost of like very manly man and man that are more feminine, and all in between as well. Same with women. The women that feel very more masculine men. Sorry, a woman that feels more like a bit masculine, and there's women that feel very girly girl sort of women, and there's all in between as well.
Yeah, I just felt like a girly man. Oh, we're back again. I needed some time for myself as well. I had a good scream.
That's good. It's been a long time coming, I guess. Would you like to go and do a little bit more of that? Because it'll help bring up a lot more of the emotion.
I just feel I'm angry about everything now.
Mm.
Since my voice is different, I feel a lot more that this is actually me in a strange way. But I'm sad at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm shaking a lot.
That's okay.
My legs are going crazy.
Yeah, you'll need to go through a lot of these feelings and the bodily things that will happen to you as well, in your spirit body.
Whilst you were gone, a couple of people turned up.
And how did that feel for you? Like the feeling coming from them?
They were very gentle. They
Yeah.
feel nice. They were very bright when they came to me. But I was comforted at the start, and then I just started to scream at them. I don't know why. I'm sorry I screamed at you.
And what happened?
I didn't want to say. I turned away. And then they were different. They looked at me differently. They weren't as bright. So these are the people who you wanted to introduce me to?
Yeah. Any time that they that you want them to come, they'll come. But any time you'll be angry at them, they'll leave. They don't have to be around. And sometimes they can turn down their brightness too if it affects you, if you're too scared about their brightness. Their brightness is a reflection of their love, by the way, too, so you don't have to be scared about that. They're just quite full of love and it shines out of them so brightly. Yeah. But whenever you focus your anger on them, they'll leave. They don't have to be there because it's not your anger is not due to them. They're just coming to love and help you.
But why do they have so much love? Like, I didn't. You know, like, I wasn't a nasty person on earth.
No. But when you're angry, choosing to use your anger against them rather than who it's really due to, or just let your anger come out and not at anybody, but just getting the feelings out of yourself more so.
But it almost, I don't know how, I'm sorry, but it just came out of me.
Yeah. It's not
as soon as they turned up, I don't know why I was so angry, just, it was instant.
The anger's okay, it's just don't blame them for the anger, that's all.
Okay, I understand. Sorry. They said they understand.
There's going to be a lot more anger to come out, that's okay.
It's very, I don't know if you know, but it's just very, it's funny, to feel this way, to feel more of, it's a different sensation, to feel more of this body. Like, it's a lot larger than I thought.
It's good you're starting to get a sense of yourself at last.
It's funny that my thoughts are more with this body as well.
Yeah, you're starting to connect with who you are. Like it's almost been distant from your whole core of who you are before, and now it's almost starting to amalgamate and come in.
They said to me, I've passed. It's a while ago. I just have not been aware.
Just been hanging around on Earth and visiting other people to dress up.
So why have you introduced them to me?
Because when I was in a situation like yourself and I first found the spirit world, I needed some help too. And I chose not to want the help for a while, and after a while I realised I needed it. And because I hated people actually. All people on Earth I hated.
I hated people too.
And then after a while I could feel that they had a different feeling, it's a loving feeling coming from them. And I started to be a little bit curious about what was going on. And they'd often talk to me and help me through some of the feelings I had, and I'd get angry and I'd leave again, and sometimes I'd come back a little while after when I was more accepting of them again, and we'd talk a bit more about some things and they'd tell me some experience that they've had. And then eventually I started to see what my life was about, and a lot of it was due to what happened to me when I was young.
They did that for you? Did they do that when you were on Earth?
Oh, when I passed into the spirit world, yeah.
Oh,
on
when you
Earth,
passed.
Yeah. I didn't hang around Earth like you've hung around for a little while. I hated the place. I just went straight to a location that was very dark and dingy and horrible, cold. It was suited to what my condition was. I'd done some pretty bad things when I was on Earth, so it was more suitable for me, that condition.
Mm.
Might be something where you go to your own place. I don't know what that will be like. They'll be able to take you there and help you with whatever condition it is.
Whatever it is, it feels bad for me anyway.
Yeah, it's based on your feelings inside anyway. Like the feelings inside generate the condition you go to a place. So as you work through those conditions, like the feelings inside yourself, the place will change automatically as well.
I just feel so shameful at the moment. It's like these people know me.
Yeah,
they know more about me.
They know all about your life and everything that's happened.
That feels awful. That someone can see all that.
Yeah, it's all exposed in the spirit world. You can't hide anything.
But you said you went someplace to hide.
I tried, but people found me.
And you were okay with it?
Not at first, no. And I definitely wasn't happy where I went to by myself.
They're men, and they're not judging me.
Yeah.
Why?
Different than the men on Earth, aren't they?
Yes.
Because they can understand what you've been through and what your feelings have been all your life. And they have a lot of compassion for you.
I find it hard to look at them.
You're okay, they won't. They don't. There's no harm from them to you. They're very patient as well, they are. And they're very respecting of your will as well. If you don't want them there, they'll go. If you want them there, they'll come back.
No, it's something I've never felt before. I'm okay with them staying.
You'll start to feel with them, and as if you choose to want to have a relationship with God, you'll start to feel the contrasts of all the different things that happen in your life, like the feelings that women had towards men, and feelings that men had towards men as well. Like to yourself, what you've experienced, how the contrast is so different.
They can show me this.
Would you like to go with them? You don't have to hang around here. There's a lot to probably talk about. And
yes, they say they have many things to show me. I don't know. Thank you so much.
That's okay, Max. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, it's funny you call me Max. Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care, my friend.